prior to my son coming down here, I didn't already talk to the people at McDonald's, the manager, and the lady was like, she didn't say nothing about no application. You just come in and they do a interview on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Okay? That's very important. So when my son come down here, I already got this information. I done told his information. Told him the information. So he's 16, by the way. So Tuesday, when I get done working, I done had a busy day at work. I get home, I get him out a polo shirt, some khakis, and some loafers to come to the interview, right? He tried on it fit, because we pretty much the same size, so he tried on it fit, okay? Now, I also, I want to say that Monday, he got long dreads. His dreads was kind of like free form. Just kind of look at it like it's free form dreads, right? So I shaped it up, lined them up and all that. So, there would be another addition to him being presentable, right? Okay, so Wednesday come. I'm working. So about 3 o'clock, I was telling him like put the clothes on, cause we gonna leave at 3:30 to be there by 4 p.m. right? So he put the clothes on, but he don't got the loafers I picked out for him. He keeps on the Air Force Ones that he had, right? I'm noticing this while I'm cutting hair. So I tell him like, come here, you know what I'm saying? When I told him to change the shoes, I said, look, this is my exact words. I said, look, put the loafers on, because that may be the one thing that's gonna separate you from everybody else that comes in today. Because you don't get a second chance at a first impression, right? He go back there, he put on the loafers, right? Still didn't put the socks on that I picked out for him. Okay. So the time come. We go to West Memphis. We walk in. I left this out. So I go get him a hairband where he can pull his hair back, right? Okay, so I go to the store, get him something to pull his hair back, because that's important. Okay, we go in McDonald's. So I see the lady that I already didn't got the information from. She's sitting there on her laptop. So I said, what do you need to do or whatever? So she said, scan the QR code, fill the stuff out, and then the manager will come in or whatever, So he scanned the stuff on his phone, and it sent him a text that was saying something like, there's no availability. We'll get back to you in 3 days or whatever. Something along them lines, right? So in my mind, okay, so when he said that, he was basically saying like, okay, this is over, we can go. But I told him, look, that's automated. That's an automated text message. The lady didn't just say that. If they not hiring, she wouldn't have said do all that. They wouldn't be having open to the public interviews without filling no application. This is just how my mind worked. Now that could have been right. But in my mind, I was just like, let's be clear about that before we just get up and leave, right? So we sitting there, and I could tell his energy kind of changing. So he takes the thing that was holding his dreads back, and he lets his hair down. So I'm asking him like, so you gonna talk to them with your hair in your face? He said, yeah. So at this point, um, I'm getting irritated because everything that led up to this was already explained to him. So me feeling the energy, I'm like, do you want to work? You know what I'm saying? So he like, you getting mad or whatever. So I'm telling him like, let's go outside, cause I didn't wanna nothing to escalate in there. But I'm trying to be patient with him. I'm trying to explain to him like, so we go outside. I run through everything again, and I'm letting him know like, okay, I already told you about the shoes. You didn't put the shoes on. You putting your hair down, and I already told you that this is only for 30 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? This is only to let them see that you serious about the job, right? So he just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I told him, because at this point I'm like, okay, in my mind you don't want to do shit. So I was like, call your mama. You know, right there. So I'm like, call your mama. Because I wanted her to understand why he finna come back up there, right? He didn't call it. So I called. So now we in the car. And as I'm trying to explain to his mother why he gotta go, he over talking me. And he just would not shut up. So, I'm getting his mama even telling him, you know what I'm saying, like, you need to shut up. And mind you, I left this out. Then he was telling me something on the way to the car, like, you mad, you need to smoke weed, you need to calm down, woo woo. So I told him he was acting like a female. You know what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't be quiet. Like, I'm sitting there, we in the car, we driving. He like how women do. And that's why I was saying what I was saying. Like, dude, you been around your mama too much. Cause that's what she do. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of women do. Not all women, but it's a lot of women that like they cannot be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm seeing these characteristics in my son. See, so when I said that, he said these words. He said, you acting like a bitch. I just gotta say that. So get what I do. Open the door. Yeah, get the fuck up out my shit. Get the fuck up out my shit, bitch ass nigga. That's what I said, just like that. And I could tell he was reluctant to get out. But nah, bro. Get up out my shit. I put his ass out right there. If y'all know about West Memphis, Arkansas, right there where the motherfucking train tracks at. Sure did. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy about it, this the second time I done did this. You know what I'm saying? Because of him doing that type of shit right there. So, his mama like, nah, don't do that, don't do that. Hey, man, look. This why I look at that like that, right? Now, that's a lot of people say, you wrong, you this, you that, you this, you that. Guess what? Hey, man, I wasn't perfect as a teenager. I was a very troubled child. Like, I was a very troubled child. But the one thing that I never did, I never rose up against my mama or my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because see, there's fighting words. And there was love me doing it. And I'm going to tell you why it's love. Because I supposed to have beat him to a pulp out there. That's what I supposed to did. By him saying, when he let that word come out his mouth. And what's so ironic about it, that was the word his mama used to where I don't deal with her like that no more. She was drunk one day and let that word, cause see, I don't play them type of games. If I love you, I ain't even gonna say nothing to you that I can't take back. So when people do all that type of stuff, to me, the mouth speak what's in the heart. So if you let something come out your mouth from anger or whatever, that's how you feel in your heart. You get what I'm saying? So, I look at the situation as this. Hey man, you 16, you know, and mind you, I don't want to, get too deep off into it, but I got to keep it 100. See, his mama took him to get tattoos at 14. He got tattoos on his hand like me. I ain't get tattoos, so I was grown. So he got tattoos at 14. I really don't want to get into it, but just use your imagination on everything else that she allowed to go on, right? So I look at this like if he going back and forth with me, I know he doing it with her. That's why she want him to come. But see, she was keeping my kids from me for so long, and I got videos about this. And I also got videos of me spending a little time with her. But ever since my kids that moved to Oklahoma, I never really had them longer than a week. This last time when my son came down here, he was down here 30 days, and that was the longest I ever had them since they've been in Oklahoma. 30 days. Not no summers. You know what I'm saying? Not no 2-3 weeks, none of that. And they've been up there for damn near 10 years. It's been at least 7-8 years. You get what I'm saying? 2019. Since 2019, they've been up there. Okay? So you can understand where I'm coming from. So she moves 8 hours away. And then when it's my time to get them, she ain't let me get them. So I'm saying all that to say, I already seen this coming years ago. And I used to tell people, like, what she gonna do, she thinks she heard me. She gonna try to keep my kids away from me. And then once she done fucked their head up, she gonna try to give them back to me. And I ain't going for it. Because, bitch, you should have gave to me when I was trying to get them to show them how to be a man. I didn't even have times where with them, where I was trying to, they was up there at the barbershop with me. I was trying to show them how to wash cars, because my barbershop is on a busy industrial street. So I'm trying to show them the patience and the wherewithal on how to get money. So they out there with tent. I bought them a tent from Walmart so they wouldn't be all in the sunlight. Had they had they car washing stuff out there. And you know what they mama called and told my oldest, the one I put out the car, she told him to tell me about my youngest son, don't make him do nothing. Okay? So this what I'm dealing with. Like, nah, don't teach them how to be no man. Don't teach them how to get no money. So that's why I feel the way I feel. That's why I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Because I done did what I had to do. I done tried to do what I want to do, right? I mean, what I supposed to do. So I look at it like this. Hey, man, you 16. Your mama let you do what you want to do. You ain't going to do that with me. And besides all that, you feel like you grown. And see, you making grown folk moves. So get what? Hey, you can't come to me no more, partner. If you come here, you gonna have to pay me to come here. I ain't picking you up. Cause that's the second time. I don't even want to get into that last time, but it was pretty much the same scenario. You know what I'm saying? I was telling him about himself, and he didn't want to hear it, like a rebellious person do. You get what I'm saying? Which is cool. My whole thing is if you, cause see, when I felt like I was grown and doing grown shit, my actions followed. So I never disrespected my parents, but if I disrespected my parents while needing them, to me, that's an oxymoron. Like, why is you acting grown when you need me? You honor your parents. It don't tell the parents to honor the child. And you know why? Because the parent gave the child a breath of life. The parent is the reason why you here. You didn't bring me here, I brought you here. So just for that alone, you forever indebted to the parent. So a parent can make another child. A child can't make another parent. It's just as simple as that. Don't matter how you try to cut it and slice. So that's why you supposed to always respect and revere your parents. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't never pay them back for bringing you here. But like I said, hey, you know, I love you from a distance. Nah, you gotta show me now. You feel like you a man, you gotta show me. You get what I'm saying? So you don't you a adult to me now. Cause guess what? When you 16 and you do some bullshit, some dumb shit and crash out, hey man, the judicial system don't sit up there and say that's a baby. You know what they say? Man, charge him as an adult. That's how they go. They don't give you no slap on the wrist. Maybe here and there. If you do the wrong thing at the right time, them motherfuckers gonna tell you, hey man, ship him out to where them big dogs at, cause he doing big dog shit. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, long story short, I kicked him out that car so I won't have to kick his ass.